WWE on the road to Money in the Bank with Monday Night Raw, the final episode, the go-home show, if you will, for the premium live event on Saturday. I thought Punk and Zayn to start was really, really good. You got a few R-Truth chants in there, but the promo itself, very, very good. They've done such a good job kind of establishing both guys, the motivations, everything like that. I love how they kind of wove it in throughout the night. You have Jey Uso involved in it as well. This is one of the real strengths of Triple H booking, in my opinion. Not to do compare contrast, because we'll talk about AEW here in a little bit. I am in love with what AEW is doing right now. But one of the things that they kind of do is you'll just have like a quick little like, oh, by the way, these guys might have a thing sometime down the road. But with Triple H booking, like everyone gets kind of woven in that you can look at just one chunk, be like, that's the year now, and we can do all these different things. And they weave it in and out throughout the night, I think, very, very effectively. So that is one of the real strengths of Triple H, I think, storytelling, is what they were able to do. And then Corey Cross, adding some fun to it as well. Stephanie Vaquer is going to be pulling double duty on Saturday as she is the Money in the Bank qualifier. So she has a tag team match at Worlds Collide, and now she is in the Money in the Bank. And so Ivy Nile was definitely there to take the pinfall. You continue the storyline with Liv and continue with the tag team titles there, although boy has that been quiet since then. And so maybe that's what some of the call-ups are supposed to be about, but if you're not going to do it, just don't do it, right? But either way, it keeps Liv out of the title picture, which I do think is good for her right now. Like, she is obviously one of the best performers, and if she ended up being the champion tomorrow, fine. But if that's not the plan, then just keep her out of it. Don't have people kind of attaching it to her, and let some of these other performers get an opportunity to turn themselves into main eventers. And like, honestly, like we kind of talked about it a little bit before, I could see Stephanie Vaquer just winning the damn thing. You can make a very compelling case for her to get this one coming up on Saturday. Finn is kind of getting his aura back, not in the old like James Dean of WWE thing that they did before, but the part that he is playing with Roxy and trying to tear down the Judgment Day and just being this little smiling shit in the background, I think is really funny, and I think is being executed at a very high level. So I'm at least entertained by it, and he's still one of the best performers that you have in the ring. And then I really liked the Lyra promo this week. We talked about it in the Money in the Bank stories, but she is growing, and you can really see potential with her. I thought it like, call Becky Lynch down, Becky starts, and then she's like, no. You have had your time, now it's my time to roll, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to kick your ass this weekend. I thought she was great. There is still room for growth. This is not a finished product, but this little stretch here, it is not exact. It's not on the same high level, but it is kind of similar, I think, to Liv Morgan in the start of that whole Judgment Day thing, where you were starting to see like, oh, this person has found their character, they have found their voice, and now we're getting the most out of it. I'm not saying that Lyra right now is Liv Morgan. That's certainly not the case. But we are at a point now where you can start to see like, okay, this is someone who is figuring this character out, figuring her own character out, and now knowing how to maximize it. And she's been great in that. I have really, really enjoyed her stuff there. And she's a phenomenal in-ring talent. So you hope for the best there. Once again, Jey and Gunther was perfect. You would have maybe liked a little bit more from Jey than just 3 letters, 1 word, tap. But Gunther coming up being like, you're not focused. You're leading with your heart. Why? You've tried. I believe you've tried. I'm going to relieve you of this burden now. It was a perfect Gunther promo. These two, I think, have such amazing chemistry together. I don't know how it is going to go on the Monday after Money in the Bank, but I could see, like, you could go to this rivalry anytime. This is going to end up being, I think, one of the highlight rivalries of the singles run of Jey Uso. And then El Grande Americano gets into Money in the Bank. I think from a story standpoint, like, you make Gable do double duty and kind of tell that story that way as he's facing Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship. So you do that and kind of tie that story in here a little bit. So there is that. And Gable, I think, in a ladder match is going to be a lot of fun. But no Punk, no AJ Styles does make it a little underwhelming from a star quality standpoint. And maybe those guys get thrown into something, but we will see. Overall, I thought this was a strong show. You built up quite a few things and were able to progress, I thought, pretty well. Announcement time. if you are into pro wrestling, we are launching a new project here through Couch Potato Diary. It is going to be called Living Room Lariats, pro wrestling talk from Couch Potato Diary every week. All the wrestling content that is on Couch Potato, we are going to kind of put it all together, and like how we do the mega previews and stuff like that. Each week, we're going to put all the wrestling content from Couch Potato together into one weekly show that you can get exclusively on Spotify. And so we are going to, at least for now, do that through Spotify and put this one as like a big thing. And also, like, if just like, oh, okay, well, it's a whatever. There's going to be a lot of bonus stuff on there that you're not going to get on the traditional Couch Potato, on the flagship show, if you will, on Couch Potato Diary. Still going to be up on YouTube, but the podcast, it's going to be a new podcast stream, and there's going to be some, for podcast listeners, original audio in there as well. So really excited about it, and I think it kind of opens the door for a lot of things, and I already have a couple other ideas for some bonus content on there as video podcasts through Living Room Lariats. Don't look for it now. We haven't officially launched it yet, but that is going to be coming up here. The first one will be coming out. It'll be every Friday morning. You will be able to get your Living Room Lariats there. So a new project that we are working on there.